And I'm back. Look, only got like 160 subscribers. You guys aren't mad at me. Maybe you are, I don't know. But look, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was sick for about like a couple weeks, and my voice was just like weird, and I don't know. I don't want y'all to hear me like oh. But anyways, look, damn near 3 weeks off, bro. Like I'm really disappointed in myself. But look, coming back, different mode. We're gonna have hella videos coming out. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Today we're gonna be reacting to the top 10 best WWE pay-per-view endings. When I think of one, probably WrestleMania 39. When everybody thought Cody was gonna win, and my Tribal Chief won and silenced everybody. Bro, if you're on wrestling Twitter, bro, that night, bro, it was in flames, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, Monday Night Raw, bro, the next night, it was terrible. But anyways, we're back. I'm back. Like, comment, sub. I love y'all boys and girls if you watch me. Let's get it.
When a WWE fan purchases a pay-per-view, or begs their mum to, not that I know anything about that, they want the broadcast to end with them feeling good about their decision to spend some hard-earned cash on the graps. A good ending can go some way to making punters feel like they got their money's worth, whilst a really great ending can linger long in the memory and have fans wanting to revisit the supercard time and time again.
Yep.
And trust me, these ones are worth revisiting. I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic Wrestling, and these are the 10 best WWE pay-per-view endings. Join us. Number 10, Royal Rumble 1992.
Damn. I'm not
The
that old now.
1992 Royal Rumble match had a lot going for it. It was one of the most star-studded in history, with a handful of potential winners in the mix. It was also being contested over the vacant world title, giving it extra high stakes. Most importantly though, it had an incredible central performance by the Nature Boy Ric Flair. The 60-minute man entered at number 3 and was basically the glue that held the match together, eliminating 5 people over the course of the hour he was in there for, last bundling out Sid Justice to claim the gold. While Hogan and Sid bickered in the ring, Nate headed backstage to give his first interview as champ. Flanked by an absolutely buzzing Bobby Heenan and Mr. Perfect with a tear in his eye, Flair, looking directly into the camera, cut a brilliant promo where he proclaimed himself the real world champion and the king of the wrestling world on what he called the greatest night of his life. It was a hell of a way to cap off a pay-per-view, and is another reason the 92 Rumble is considered one of, if not the greatest ever.
Not gonna lie, I'm not going and back and watching that, bro. That's from 1992. Bro, my brother's 28. He wasn't even born yet. Like I need HD. And like better, like I know the Ruthless Aggression era, like 2005, 2004, 2006, 2007 too. Like it wasn't the best quality, bro. But like, bro, 1992, bro, that quality is terrible. I'm not going back, but shout
Number
out
9, Bad Blood 1997.
Damn, bro, I'm not this old.
The main event of Bad Blood 1997, and In Your House
get
presentation, was one of the best in WWE history. In it, Shawn Michaels battled The Undertaker in the very first Hell in a Cell match. It was compelling, it was brutal, and it set the bar very high for every cell match that followed, thanks to the blood and the drama and the big bumps. At the end of an exhausting brawl, the Phenom looked to have the Heartbreak Kid exactly where he wanted him, and then the lights went out. Alright, just who the hell is this massive masked freak coming to the ring with Paul Bearer? Well, that's just gotta be Kane, hasn't it? The Big Red Machine had debuted and proceeded to rip the door of the cage off its hinges, make fire shoot out of the turnbuckles on command, and hit his kayfabe brother with his very own tombstone piledriver. He cost-takered the match and ended Bad Blood on the greatest of cliffhangers.
Backdoor is
seriously,
crazy.
how could you not tune into Raw the next night? Well, we didn't have Sky in my house and Raw aired on Fridays, but that's beside the point now, isn't it? Number 8, WrestleMania 10.
Bro,
in an alternate universe, Lex Luger
bro.
finally manages to properly beat
2000s
world
at?
champion Yokozuna in the main event of WrestleMania 10 and walks out of Madison Square Garden with the title belt as red, white and blue balloons descend from the ceiling and the
America.
babyface portion of the roster parade him round the world's most famous arena on their shoulders. Now, nothing against Luger, but I'm really glad WWE decided to go with the other, better option. Because
Damn.
whereas the Lex Express crashed into the Japanese Samoan earlier in the show, Bret Hart managed to topple the super heavyweight in the show's last outing. The Hitman had rebounded after losing the title to Yoko in the main event the year before, and with a certain Orange Goblin fully out of the picture, was now perfectly poised to carry the company as the leader of its new generation. The everyone in the ring to celebrate with the new champion deal can seem forced at times, but as the Hitman held the winged eagle above his head with pride, you got the sense that every single person in there with him sincerely wanted to be.
And you know when it wasn't forced? WrestleMania 40, bro. When Cody won that fucking excuse my language, when Cody won that championship from Roman, bro. I mean, see it come full circle, bro. I mean, 1,300 days of being champion, WrestleMania after WrestleMania, bro. And then Cody finally did it. It's like, you know, we didn't know if he was going to win, but like he should win. Bro, he finally did it. It was a big moment. And then to add that on top of it, everybody in there, you got legends, John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H coming out, bro. Even got Bruce Pritchard to come out, bro. Like, that's just how you know it was a special moment, bro.
Number 7, Backlash 2000.
Alright, it's still kind of old.
The ending of WrestleMania 2000 was a bit of a downer as Vince McMahon turned on The Rock at the close of the 4-way elimination match for the world title, allowing Triple H to retain the gold, the first time a heel had retained their title in a WrestleMania main event to that point. WWE righted this wrong in some style at the following month's Backlash, where the Brahma Bull and Cerebral Assassin clashed in a one-on-one bout with plenty more McMahon shenanigans. McManigans, you might say.
Nasty.
A rip-roaring sports entertainment spectacle looked set to finish with The Rock succumbing to the odds as Triple H, Vince, Shane, and Stooges Patterson and Briscoe conspired against him. Then, just as the game with Stooges, Patterson, and Briscoe conspired against him. Then, just as the game was about to seal it with the pedigree, the glass shattered and everybody lost their goddamn minds. The McMahons and the Stooges soon lost their heads courtesy of a chair-swinging Stone Cold, making his first in-person appearance since undergoing major neck surgery 4 months prior. Austin's intervention set the table for The Rock to then hit the People's Elbow and regain the gold. Number 6, ECW One Night Stand 2005. While the main event of the first One Night Stand pay-per-view was the Dudley Boys taking on the Sandman and Tommy Dreamer, that was merely a lead-in for the anarchy that followed. After the match was over, Steve Austin, him again, made a surprise appearance, bringing out the rest of the locker room and set up a big old scrap between ECW and the invading WWE stars in their lovely little Raw and SmackDown t-shirts. Among the memorable scenes were JBL shooting on and busting open the Blue Meanie, hey, I bet you never heard of that one before, and Taz choking out Kurt Angle in the aisleway. After the extremists had cleared house, Mick Foley marched the reviled Eric Bischoff down to the ring for a cathartic drubbing that saw the former SVP of WCW take a 3D, diving headbutt, 619, and of course a stone cold stunner before being carried out of the Hammerstein Ballroom and dumped in a New York City street. Cue plenty of high-fiving and beer drinking to put a bow on what had been a nostalgia-fueled feel-good celebration of everything fans loved and missed about ECW. Number 5, New Year's Revolution 2006. New Year's Revolution 2006 had been a so-so pay-per-view, not particularly great, yet not outright terrible or anything. It looked set to end with John Cena retaining his WWE title inside the Elimination Chamber, before history unfolded in front of our very eyes. As a knackered Cena sat on the mat thinking about changing into a clean pair of jorts, one would assume, Vince McMahon came out and informed him Edge was taking the opportunity to cash in the guaranteed title shot he had earned due to winning the inaugural Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania some 9 months prior. The Rated R superstar proceeded to take advantage of the champion's wounded state, hitting him with 2 spears to clinch his first world title. It was
this, like, bro, like, I was only 2 at the time, right? But when I started, you know, getting older and then watching, like, you know, the little clips on the DVDs, right? And I see all this, like, the Edge and John Cena rivalry. This is where my hate for Edge began, bro. That's, like, I can't curse too much, but slimy SOB, bro. He always was on John Cena's dick, bro. Get off, hop off, go for the World Heavyweight Championship, bro. Why you always on my dick? Like, Edge was always finding ways to, like, be slithery and win the championship. He was never better than John, bro. He can never, like, just beat him, bro. He always had some shenanigans, bro. But like, bro, this is prime like slimy Edge. He was gonna backdoor anybody, bro. Close that back door, can't get snaked by my homie, bro. Edge was backdooring any and everyone. He was just a slimy SOB, bro.
Was a moment for the ages, not only because it pretty much put Adam Copeland in the main eventers club for good, but also because it established a trope that WWE have continued to use in the almost 2 decades since. People might not remember much of anything that happened at New Year's Revolution 2006, but they certainly won't forget how it ended. Number 4, No Way Out 2004. No Way Out 2004 was not a banner presentation from the SmackDown crew, with a weak undercard only elevated thanks to a decent cruiserweight title match and an intriguing triple threat #1 contender match for the WWE title. The winner of that match, Kurt Angle, would face the winner of the night's main event at WrestleMania, with Brock Lesnar defending the strap against Eddie Guerrero. Most had assumed that the next big thing would walk out of San Francisco's Cow Palace with the belt around his waist, but following a draining and engrossing David versus Goliath battle, it was Latino Heat who improbably emerged as champ.
Bro, when you really think about it, bro, Eddie Guerrero beating like prime Brock Lesnar is fake crazy, bro, because like Eddie is smaller, high flyer, just like a different Rey Mysterio. Obviously he's a little bigger and different moveset, but like you get what I'm saying, bro. Bro, Brock was in his prime, bro. He already had beat Kurt Angle. Like, he's running through the Undertaker, bro. He's a specimen. Like, you're not going to think Brock is going to lose. Bro, Eddie, like, you weren't going to think Eddie was going to beat Brock, and he did, bro. Crazy moment, bro. I've watched this.
It was a tremendous match and a great moment, with the emotion pouring out of Eddie as he celebrated passionately with the fans and his family at ringside. On top of that, it was a moment of real redemption for Guerrero, a man who just 2 years earlier was working independent shows after being fired by WWE due to his issues with addiction. As No Way Out 2004 went off the air, you couldn't help but feel happy for him and glad that you'd bothered to sit through the show. Number 3, WrestleMania 31. In the near decade after Edge opened Pandora's box, or Pandora's briefcase if you prefer, by cashing in on John Cena at New Year's Revolution 2006, the cash-in routine had become a little tired to some. Money in the Bank now had its own pay-per-view, and there were 2 briefcases to be won, one for each brand. Cash-ins could be exciting depending on the variation, yes, but they were also somewhat predictable and had lost their uniqueness. So leave it up to the ending of WrestleMania 31 to remedy this. As Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns were in the closing stretch of their surly slugfest, Seth Rollins, who had just lost to Randy Orton's spectacular RKO earlier in the evening, decided that now was the time to shoot his shots. Sprinting down to the ring, the Architect somehow pulled off what Michael Cole dubbed the heist of the century. He turned the match into a triple threat and hit the big dog with a big stomp to snatch the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Bro, WrestleMania 31 was like, it was a great Mania, bro. I remember I was probably in 5th grade when this came out. This is like peak like WWE Network. I'm like, Mom, can I get it? Can I get it? Bro, the main event was it though. It's like everything you think of when you think of a main event. You got Big Dog versus, Brock. I mean, 2 bulldogs just going at each other, and they had a great match, bro. But nobody was thinking. I feel like nowadays, this happened in 2024, people be like, yo, Seth's gonna cash in. Bro, nobody was thinking Seth was gonna cash in. He already done lost to Randy, bro. No teases, no nothing. Bro comes out, and when he comes out, it's not like he immediately had the upper hand, like, oh yeah, curb stomp 1, 2, 3. Now I forget what happened, but I think Roman did something, right? And Roman did something to Brock, and I think Seth ended up stomping Roman, and then the 1, 2, 3. But that moment was crazy because that's the first time it happened in history, bro. History, and nobody thought it was gonna happen.
Nobody considered this scenario beforehand, and it was a genuine surprise of the very best kind, providing a conclusion fit for the grandest stage. Number 2, WrestleMania 30. While the ending of WrestleMania 31 set pulses racing, the final scenes of Mania 30 were a euphoric release of pure heartfelt emotion. Had Vince McMahon's original vision come to fruition, WrestleMania 30 would have likely ended with returning Hollywood hero Batista conquering Randy Orton to win the WWE World Heavyweight title for the umpteenth time. Fans outright rejected that possibility, instead using the power of the Yes movement to propel the beloved Daniel Bryan into title contention. Even after defeating Triple H in the show's opener and earning his way into the match, it still seemed like a bit of a long shot that the American Dragon would overcome the Viper and the Animal. But following an excellent roller coaster of a contest, Bryan made Batista tap out, much to the delight of the tens of thousands of fans inside the Superdome. Michael Cole was once again on hand to hammer home the gravitas of the moment he called the Miracle on Bourbon Street, while Bryan celebrated with his sister and niece amid a sea of confetti and people shouting, "Yes, yes, yes." I would talk about Bryan having a moment with Connor after the show went off the air, but I don't want you to cry. Or me either. Number 1, Money in the Bank 20.
Bro, before we get into Money in the Bank 2011, great show. Bro, when you really think about it, Daniel Bryan, like a 5'10", just like technical wrestler, like indie guy, whatever. Bro, he's in a... Bro, first of all, he beat Triple H. Hall of Famer in his own right. Evolution, blah, blah, blah. It's written. He beats him. He gets injured after that, right? Bro, he's in a triple threat with Evolution still. Randy Orton, do I really have to say anything? Batista, do I really have to say anything, bro? 2 of the greatest of all time. And they put him over, bro? That's insane when you really think about it. You got Batista 6'5", Randy Orton 6'5", muscle. You got little Daniel Bryan coming out and beating them? Nah, that's crazy, bro. D. Bryan, come back to WWE, bro. Leave LEW, bro. Your home is in WWE, gangy.
2011. A hot crowd can make a decent match seem good, a good match seem great, and a great match seem like a classic. The crowd inside Chicago's Allstate Arena during the main event of Money in the Bank 2011 was another beast altogether. Second City Saints CM Punk had the full feverish support of the 15,000 in attendance as he took on WWE champion John Cena. Punk may have been the overwhelming hometown favorite, but questions about the outcome remained throughout the duration of this 30-plus minute barn burner. In the end, the straight-edge superstar managed to shrug off the meddling of Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis, hit Big Match John with the GTS, and become WWE champion to a thunderous ovation. But the fun didn't stop there, as Punk also thwarted an Alberto Del Rio cash-in attempt before blowing a kiss to the boss and walking out of the building, and per the storyline...
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. That was a great ending. I'm not gonna lie. Those top 3, they're interchangeable, bro. You got the first WrestleMania cash in ever. Daniel Bryan. I mean, that moment was just hella emotional, bro. And then this one where you're like, you don't even know, like, bro, this isn't 2024. This is 2011, bro. Not everybody's in the dirt sheets. You don't know if CM Punk's gonna come back or not, and nobody really expected CM Punk to win. Like, this is Super Cena he's facing. He literally just, you feel me? Like, this is Super Cena, bro. The franchise. He goes out and beats John Cena in his home crowd. Like, last time ever came out to This Fire Burns, which is a banger theme. But, I don't know. Let me know what y'all guys think in the comments, man. I'm back. I'm glad to be back. I missed y'all, boys. Like, comment, sub. Let me know what y'all want to see in the future. I'm out, man.